Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to tear apart a crypto press release. This thing paints this super dramatic picture of the market, and then, right in the middle of all the chaos, it offers up this one very specific, very high-risk opportunity. So our job here isn't just to see what it's saying, but to really get into how it's building its case.
All right, so let's jump right in. The source doesn't waste any time, right? It throws us into this scene on February 6th, 2026, and it's not some calm, cool analysis. No, it's a full-blown crisis. The language here is so intentional, so emotional. You see words like bleeding and screaming capitulation. They're absolutely designed to make you feel that market-wide panic.
And to make that feeling real, to give it some weight, they hit you with this massive number, $2.7 billion. That's what they claim was wiped out, liquidated in just one day. A number that big, well, it's meant to make that fear feel solid, to make you understand just how huge this crisis is supposed to be.
So, okay, they've set the stage, right? Everyone's scared, money's flying out the window, and then, boom, they pivot with this question. It's such a classic move, isn't it? They take you from all this danger, and then they shift your focus to this hidden opportunity that, hey, maybe only the smart people can see.
And that leads us straight to their first big, kind of surprising claim. They set up this paradox. They're basically saying, yeah, the big dogs of crypto are getting hammered, but look over here. This one little corner of the market is actually doing something totally unexpected. It's showing some real strength.
So what's the argument? Well, they're saying that the communities behind these meme coins are, and I'm quoting here, battle-tested. That they can weather any storm. See what they're doing? They're changing the conversation. It's not about the tech. It's not about the fundamentals. It's all about the story, about people believing in something together.
And to back this up, they give you this list. You've got the absolute giants like Dogecoin, right next to some names you might have never even heard of. It's a really clever trick, actually. It's called social proof. You see the familiar, trusted names, and it makes the unknown ones seem more legit. It makes it all look like this big, unstoppable trend.
This is where they basically draw a line in the sand for you, the reader. It's like, okay, look to your left. You've got the yesterday's runners, the coins that already popped off. They're the proof of concept. But then, look to your right. That's what they're calling the new play. That's where they say the real opportunity is now, getting in on the ground floor before it all happens.
Okay, and this brings us to the main event. The whole setup, the fear in the market, the weird strength of meme coins, it was all just the opening act. Everything has been building up to this one moment, the big pitch for a brand new token. It's called APEMARS. Now pay attention to how they introduce this thing. It's very careful. They use the word engineered. Think about that. That's not a word you just throw around. It's meant to make APEMARS sound different. Like it's not just another random coin you gamble on, but something that was built, designed to succeed. And to prove it's engineered, they give it what they call a flagship utility, basically a purpose. In this case, it's this interplanetary staking and reward system. The idea is that this is the thing that gives the coin actual value, that it's more than just hype, it's the engine under the hood. And of course, that engine comes with a big flashy number on the dashboard to get your attention, 63% API. I mean, wow. And they even add this cute little detail, that the number is based on the average temperature on Mars. It sounds kind of random, but it's smart. It makes that huge number much more memorable. So you're probably thinking, okay, 63%, where does that come from? Well, they try to answer that by showing you the token's economics, the tokenomics. They say that a huge chunk, a full 20% of all the tokens that will ever exist, is locked away just to pay out these rewards. It's meant to make you think, wow, they're really serious about this. This is built to last. Next, they hit you with some numbers from their pre-sale to show that things are already moving. You see over 800 holders, over 6 billion tokens sold. The whole point of showing you this is to create a feeling of momentum, of accelerating demand. It's that classic social proof again. It's the feeling that the train is leaving the station and you better jump on.
And this is where they really bring it home. They stop talking in abstracts and get super concrete. They literally lay out the math for you. Put in $3,500 now, they say, and if this thing hits its target, your position could be worth over $345,000. It takes this vague idea of explosive upside and makes it feel real, like something you could actually do.
And just to really hammer it all in, they leave you with this quote. Hesitate and you'll be explaining in 2027 why you missed the rocket. I mean, come on, that is pure, uncut FOMO. Fear of missing out. They're telling you this isn't just about money, it's about avoiding future regret. And the only way to do that, they imply, is to act now. So to try and make all these big claims seem a little more legit, the source then puts APEMARS side by side with some of the big names we talked about earlier.
This table is really interesting in how it's framed. See, it gives credit to all the competitors, right? Dogecoin has cultural power. Shiba has its ecosystem. But then it positions a different emerging coin, Bullzilla, as having this special high-yield staking edge. And the subtle message there is, APEMARS has that same secret sauce, that same superior feature.
All right, so now we're at the end game. This is the final section, the big close. They've built their case using fear, then opportunity, then comparison. Now it's all about one thing, getting you to act. This is the urgent call to action.
And how do they do that? They give you this dead simple 5-step guide on how to buy. The goal here is pretty obvious, right? It's all about reducing friction. Buying a new crypto can feel complicated and intimidating, so they make it look as easy as ordering a pizza. Just a few clicks and you're in. It lowers that mental barrier to actually putting your money down.
And that's it. The whole entire pitch, everything we've just walked through, gets boiled down to this one last really provocative question. It basically asks, do you want to sit on the sidelines and watch replays of old games, or do you want to get in on the ground floor of what could be the next big thing? It frames your choice perfectly.
But, and this is maybe the most important part of the whole document, you have to look at the disclaimer. It's usually tucked away at the very bottom. After this entire story built on certainty and incredible potential, you get the cold, hard reality check. This isn't financial advice, it says. You could lose all of your money. And honestly, understanding that disclaimer, well, that's the real key to understanding everything that came before it.